The Eastern Michigan University softball season is just 2 days away, with head coach Melissa Gentile taking the helm for her second season. The Eagles are eager to take the field on Friday, trying to improve upon a 13-37 overall finish in the 2014 campaign and make the MAC tournament for the first time since the 2011 season.
Yeah, last year was definitely difficult being hired, late in August. I think August 19th was my hire date. So certainly that first year was sort of, keeping your head above water and trying to take an inventory of what are the players that we have, what are the needs that our program has, not only skill-wise, but, overall. So the first year is filled with a lot of that. Second year, certainly we're much more calm, much more, relaxed. Heading in, I feel a whole lot more prepared on the field as well, moving into this year. So I'm excited about year two. Again, I think skill-wise we've made a lot of improvements. And I think even more importantly than that, I think last year, let's face it, wins and losses really weren't there for us last year. But I think more than wins and losses, we made huge strides in changing the culture, getting our team bought into the vision of our program and what we're doing with the program and the level of intensity with which we're working. So I think we made big strides that way. This year we're looking to combine, those strides with some wins. Everybody wants to win.
Despite being picked to finish sixth in the West Division of the Mid-American Conference, Coach Gentile is optimistic that her team will use it as motivation and overcome adversity in the 2015 season. Being
picked dead last, I think, for me, and as just the competitor that I am, that's motivation. But, my message to the players is respect is not just given. Respect is earned. And we have to go out and we have to earn our conference opponents' respect on the field and in everything that we do. And I think we've made big strides in doing that this fall with the work that we've put in and over the course of the winter. So I think we're ready to show our conference what we have, and I think our staff has really done the work on the recruiting end as well. I'm really excited about our future classes coming in, and so I think our future is bright. So being picked dead last in our conference this year, for me, is just a motivating factor, and that's how we approach it with our kids. We got to go out and we've got to earn that respect, and I'm confident that we will do that. I think we've got a really tough opponent, coming right out, going to Texas A&M. So that's going to be a huge test for us right away. And I think that's one of our challenges moving into this year is keeping that confidence. Our kids have made huge strides, and I think they're confident in the strides that they've made, and they're confident in the direction we're going. But sometimes that confidence is a little fragile. So I think we've got to do a really good job this year of just maintaining that confidence, believing in ourselves, believing in the preparation that we've done. You're confident when you're prepared. And I do feel like our kids are much better prepared. They feel it. So the biggest challenge for us going into this season is keeping that confidence, even when the ups and downs of the season come.
Following Eastern's trip to College Station, Texas, Coach Gentile and her squad will trek to Madeira Beach, Florida to host the first ever EMU Madeira Beach Spring Invitational, February 20th through 22nd.
The tournament in Madeira Beach has been a great partnership with the St. Pete Clearwater Sports Commission and the City of Madeira Beach. It's a project that I've been working on with them for quite some time, probably over a year. It's a brand new 3-field complex. It's right on the water. I think the problem is going to be keeping our kids focused as they're hitting with the ocean as a backdrop. I mean, literally Field 3 and Field 2 have ocean views in the outfield. So it's going to be a great venue. This year is phase 1 of the construction for the facility. So this year, some of the pretty things won't be done, but everything we need to do for the tournament will be there. Year 2, year 3, it's going to be a great venue. In terms of the competition we've brought in, I'm excited. We've got 12 teams this year, a wide range of Division I teams out there. So I'm excited about the level of the teams that we've brought in, and and hopefully it's going to be a great start for us. We plan to run this event year after year.
This season, EMU will be led by 2 seniors, Jen Lucas and Lindsay Rich, but Coach Gentile believes that any member of the team can step up and lead in 2015.
The upperclassmen, we have 2 seniors, and then we've got quite a big junior class. So that part is good. I think this year I've gone in with a little bit of a different focus in terms of leadership, and I think leaders just emerge, and I think that leaders have to be taught how to lead. You don't just inherently know how to lead, you have to be taught. And so one of the things that we've done this year, which I really think is working well, is we've instituted a leadership council. So we have a representative from each of our classes, a freshman, a sophomore, a junior, a senior, represented on the leadership council. And we meet with that council regularly. We talk about issues on the team and motivating our team and some of those things. So I'm really looking for that entire leadership council to really step up, as opposed to any one upperclassman. I think we've got good leaders in our underclassmen, we've got good leaders in our upperclassmen, so I'm really looking for just everyone to step up and take their role. We've talked quite a bit this year about everybody has a role. For instance, one of the things we've done, which I think the kids have really bought into, is we've created hitting groups. We have a power hitting group. We have a speedsters group. We have the long ball group. And so we have these groups and we talk about the roles that each group plays. So sometimes we have some of our short games, some of our speedsters hitting fly balls. Well, no matter how fast you are, it's still an out, right? So we talk to that group specifically about know your role, know what you're good at, know what your strengths are. We need you to hit ground balls and we need you to use your legs to beat it out. We don't need you to hit fly balls. We have a group of people that are really good at that. So we've talked quite a bit about the roles and how they can help our team overall. And the girls have really bought into that. They're doing a great job with that. And I think that's going to be a big difference this year as well. The infield for us, we're going to be young up the middle. We're looking at Haley Hostetler as a shortstop and Katie Wyman being a sophomore and Brandis Olmos being a freshman are really battling for the second base spot. And they've been doing a really good job, but regardless of who wins out on that spot, we've got a young middle infield. So we're looking for our other positions, our corner positions, to really kind of anchor that down in terms of leadership and things like that. From a skills perspective, we're solid on the infield, and I feel really good about our infield and the preparation that we've put in with that group. So it will be definitely a difference moving Lucas to the outfield, but I think that's where she excels as well. That's where her comfort zone is, so I think we're going to see big things out of her as well. I'm pretty happy with this freshman class. This freshman class is very athletic. It allows me to do a lot of different things. When you're athletic, I can move you around in different positions. So I like that about the class. They're really eager to get better. They're eager to work hard. So all of those things have been great. I think Camry Grace being a catcher, as well aware, I was a catcher, so I'm tough on our catchers. I expect a lot from our catchers, and so she's coming along nicely. She's just has some adjustments to do to this level, but she's done a good job working with that. We have Carly Harrington. Carly brings a big bat. Defensively, she's got quite a few of adjustments to make in order to break into our starting lineup on the defensive side. But the kid swings a big bat. Brandis Olmos, we've talked about briefly with the second base spot. She's doing a nice job for us. Haley Hostetler looking to start at shortstop. And then a surprise for me really has been Angel Shoki in our outfield. She's done a great job. I didn't have a lot of opportunity to see Angel prior to her coming here. She was brought in by the previous staff, and I really didn't know what to expect. And I've been pleasantly surprised with her, what she came in with and the adjustments that she's made in a very short amount of time. So I'm excited to see what else she can do for us.
Moving to the circle, assistant coach Courtney Pruner is optimistic that her young pitching staff, consisting of 1 senior, 2 sophomores, and 1 freshman, has had a strong offseason and will all contribute for quality innings in the 2015 campaign.
Well, I think, there's no surprise. We didn't have the year that we wanted to last year on the mound, but I really tried to do a workout from the start of fall to the first weekend that we traveled. And really put pressure on the pitchers on a day-to-day basis, and not only with their locations, but just challenging each other as well. We're throwing anywhere between 100 and 150 pitches, probably 4 days a week, and doing challenges 2 to 3 times a week. So I think that's just putting that pressure on them, so come game day it's just a lot easier. Well, I think with the challenges, I don't think that they like them at first, but the competition just on the day-to-day basis, they're really starting to thrive, which is a good thing. It's a good for us on the mound because, let's face it, it starts and ends in the circle. Now, Coach Gentile wouldn't say that only because she's a catcher, but we know the real truth. I just think that because we're so young, we really need Rich to step up, and I think it's her senior season, it's her last go around, and I think that she's just going to help these younger pitchers just be what they need to be on the mound. Well, again, I think if we need to pitch by committee, then that's what we need to do. I think that preseason will tell who's going to emerge as the starters, the relievers, and so on. I think that all 4 pitchers have worked so hard just in terms of the fall until now, and they're pushing each other each day. And I think that, again, preseason is going to tell who is going to step up come conference play. So it's up to them at this point.
Assistant coach Kim Burke is excited for the restructured outfield in the 2015 season, as the Eagles will move senior Jen Lucas back to the grass, while 5 other EMU outfielders have the chance to emerge as starters.
Well, we've moved Jen Lucas back into the outfield from second base last year. She's done a great job out there taking charge as a leader and having that leadership role. We've also, just kind of threw things up in the air as far as the girls go and who's going to, really fight hard for the positions. So right now, it's just working on more, not necessarily, breaking the skills down, but advancing the skills that we're working on from last year. With the outfield, we've got 6 outfielders this year, which gives us a lot of depth. In center field, we're looking between, Jen Lucas and Maddie Hostetler. Jen was a great asset to us last year in the infield. With moving here in the outfield, like I said before, with the leadership that she provides, it's outstanding, and the effort she's, 100 mile an hour, 100% of the time. So I think her leadership out there is going to make a huge difference. Maddie has, a great read on the balls. She's got a good arm. She's got to trust herself a little bit more, especially for that center field position. Over in left, Miranda Barnes has done a tremendous job in the offseason, really working hard on her offensive skills with slapping, as far as, hard slaps, dropping a bunt down for a base hit, reading the defense a little bit more than she did last year. So she's looking very comfortable at the plate, and I really think that's going to help her earn some more time in the outfield, a little bit more consistent time in the outfield. Also, over in left, we're looking at Elaine Whitbeck. She's a junior for us this year, and her biggest attribute to the outfield and to this program is her wheels. She's got tremendous speed, very good base runner, so I think that's really going to help us out quite a bit. Over in right, it's going to be a dogfight. The whole outfield's going to be a dogfight, but we've got a freshman in Angel Shoki. She's a local kid. We were pleasantly surprised with the skills that she's brought to the team this year, and her confidence, and again, her wheels are going to be also a huge attribute to us this year. And our other player, Michelle Creaks, who again saw a lot of time last year, got a great bat, great arm, battling a few injuries here and there. So get her healthy, and the outfield's going to be a lot better this year, I believe, than we were last year.
The AMU coaching staff is eager for the 2015 campaign to kick off and the future of the program here at Eastern Michigan.
This is an exciting time for Eastern Michigan softball. Last year was a bit of a struggle for us. This year, we completely expect to be much better than we were last year. Part of that is, the coaching staff isn't new anymore. So the kids know what to expect. They know how hard we want them to work, and they've bought in to everything that Coach Gentile and the rest of the staff has brought to the table. They're great kids, and they want to work hard. And, that, I think, speaks a lot to them and where they want this program to go. In the past, Eastern Michigan hasn't been, on the top of everybody's list. We're definitely going to make it that way.
I think the word around town is Eastern Michigan softball. It's a bright future for us. With the kids that we have coming in next year, and the 16 and 17 commits that we already have, we're going to put us back on the map, and that's for sure. And I think that the kids now, they are completely bought into everything that we're doing, and they're just great kids. They'll run through a wall for us, and that's all you can ask for.
Yeah, I'm pleased with the direction of the program in year 2. Never satisfied. That's just sort of my personality. I think there's always things that we can be doing better. The mental side of what we're doing is much, much better, and I think sometimes that's a lot of it. From a skills perspective, we've worked hard. We've really raised the bar in terms of expectations here at our program, and one of the things that I've said this story a couple times, and I'm really proud of it, is when I came in August 19th of last year. When I came in, I asked our strength coaches what the overall feel of our softball program was. And just to be completely honest, it wasn't very good. It was, they're a lot of shape, and they don't work the hardest. Okay. That same strength coach asked that question just before our Christmas break. And he said, bar none, softball is the hardest working team on our campus. And I really appreciate that, and it goes to the kids really buying into what we're doing and the expectations that we've set. We're very clear with our expectations and the level that we're going to work at, and our kids have really, raised the bar. So I'm happy with all of those things. Recruiting is going great. Our staff is in place. We've had a full year to really work together and to figure out what everybody's strengths are, and to realign, what we're doing to coincide with those strengths. So I'm thrilled. I think it's a very exciting time to be a part of Eastern Michigan softball. And it's going to be an exciting place to be for years to come here.